Today we're going to be making Pret's vegan dark chocolate and almond butter cookies. This is an amazing recipe and produces some really tasty cookies. I'm actually going to be making them with my sister today as a fun weekend activity, so don't get scared if you see 2 pairs of hands. I do not have 4 hands, I'm just making these with my sister. Ingredients we'll be using today are 43 grams of caster sugar, 112 grams of soft light brown sugar, 4 grams of salt, 40 grams of flaked almonds, 112 grams of dark chocolate. You can either use chocolate chips or cut up cubes into little pieces like we've done today, 205 grams of plain flour, 20 grams of cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 65 grams of coconut oil, 72 grams of almond butter, 100 grams of golden syrup and 40 grams of water. These ingredients are all vegan and that's why they're called vegan dark chocolate and almond butter cookies. Utensils we'll be using today are 2 baking trays with 2 pieces of baking parchment, a tablespoon, 2 mixing bowls, a sieve and a spatula. Also make sure you turn your oven up to 180 degrees to get it preheating. In a mixing bowl, mix together the caster sugar, the soft light brown sugar, the salt, the flaked almonds and the dark chocolate pieces and mix them all together until they're well combined. Next, sieve in the plain flour, the cocoa powder and the bicarbonate of soda. The reason we're sieving this all in is to create like a fine powder in the mixture so we don't have any lumps or flour pockets that aren't well combined with the mixture. Mix this all together until it's well combined. Now in the second mixing bowl, add the coconut oil, almond butter, golden syrup and water and mix this until you get a nice smooth paste. Now add the dry ingredients from the first mixing bowl into the wet ingredients in the second mixing bowl and mix this together very thoroughly until you get a kind of dry, crumbly dough. Now comes the fun bit. So take a tablespoon and get about a tablespoon worth of mixture into your hands. Compress on the mixture as it's quite crumbly and dry, so compress on it first to get all of those pieces like into a nice ball, and then you can start rolling them out into cookie shapes. These cookies don't expand, so the shape or size you put them in the oven is exactly how they're going to come out of the oven. I like to form a nice round shape by using the folds between the thumb and index finger to kind of roll the edge of the cookie around to make it a nice round shape. If you're making small to medium sized cookies, you should get a total of 20. These can be left to bake in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how gooey or how hard you want the centre to be. When you remove them from the oven, leave them to cool for 15 minutes before eating them all up. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Let me know how you get on with it. I think they're super easy to make and they're absolutely delicious as well. Hopefully you'll have some left over for yourself. If you would like the cost and calorie count, which I do for all of the foods I make, then the link will be in the description below. Now go and enjoy your warm cookies and I'll see you guys on the next one.